Hey,
Hello. Hey,
back at it. Day 16, right?
I thought yesterday was the 2 week.
Oh, is it already? I don't even know
I think
anymore.
it's 15.
Okay. Uh, I'll check the archives.
Can't
It's all blending
remember.
together. No, you're right. I think it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, on my end. Oh, big news. Big news. Our first payment hit the bank account.
Yay!
So shout out to Andrew, um, elite personal trainer. Um,
Do you want to show his website?
I will have to pull it up next time. I actually don't have it
Okay.
top
Yep.
ready for me.
Yep.
I'm very prepared on this for this call. I've been kind of bouncing around all day.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, that's the most important thing. It got one BitterClip subscriber in the
That's
bank.
awesome that he
Yeah.
was like, I'm in. Let me just pay you immediately.
Yeah, yeah. And he's going on like camping for like 10 days. And he was like, if you fix it like before I go, like please tell me. Like I want to pay you. Like, and so yeah, it's really a shout out to that and just like keep inspiring and yeah, let's see if I keep going. And I hope I can live up to what he's hoping to do with it because I think it's really exciting
Yeah.
and will also push me on like technical aspects of it that I think are really interesting and compelling. So there's good alignment there. So that's been, yeah, BitterClip. I'm trying to push on that as hard as I can. The most
Yep.
important thing, fix the billing.
Yeah.
And so that's good. And now many different axes to push it on, UX, scaling, features like multi layers of editing. So that one thing I realized is when you clip out a you want to clip a little section out because whatever there was some sensitive info on the screen or a bloop or whatever, the crossfade between the two, um, if you just like hard slice it and stick them together, you'll typically kind of get like a little pop going between one audio and the other, just because there's
Mm.
typically some difference. And
Hmm.
so, yeah, like just like little subtle touches. Okay, what you can do is like slightly overlap and crossfade them, or like overlay some room noise in between it. Like you can do some stuff, and there's a lot of consequences in how you do it. Like you may be able to do it in a way that when it exports, it's good, but on the live view, it's not, right? So I'm trying to find ways where they're general so that it's the same in the live editor as in the export without like slowing things down. So there's like a
Mm.
lot of constraints and trade-offs to kind of think about and explore. And it's all new. And so it's super interesting work. So there's that. Then at noon, I talked to Igor, the dev relations from BankrBot, who is like the platform that was used to create this like bitter token that's pointing at my X handle.
Hmm.
And we actually talked for a long time. I think almost like over an hour. And I went through like a lot of the hard questions I had is like, okay,
Where
what's
was he
like,
based? Was he like
I
also in
think in
the Bay
New
Area?
York, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Yep.
uh, yeah, I think yeah, they're I'm not sure exactly how that company is structured, but yeah, they seem in New York. I think they maybe received some early grant or something from like Coinbase's like ecosystem fund they have for Base
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think that's how it got started, but I don't know too much about it beyond that. Didn't watch the show, but which I'm waiting for them to give permission to post it. So BankrBot, come on.
Great.
Um,
Shout out.
Yeah, I think people would like to see it. And I asked him a lot of hard questions about like some of the stuff I was concerned about, like where I realized like, oh, this actually puts a bounty on my X handles, like people to crack my X handle like password.
Hmm. True.
And I was like, that's kind of like sketchy in a way. Like, what if the coin pumps and I don't claim the fees, but they accrue, and now, if someone can get access to my phone, get in my X account, they can transfer the address themselves, dump it or
Yeah.
whatever. Who knows? It's just not great. It's a bad incentive, I think. And so I think this is like the like kind of the difficult aspect of like okay, is there just like this permissionless financing mechanism, and can the market just point value at you without your consent? That's a kind of a weird thing, and like
That is, but
and
it's
but
cool too.
exactly. So I don't want to be like this is just like the gut reaction is like, yeah, disavow this. And I also don't want to be like, ooh, like this is so cool. Like I just like it's a free lunch, and like so there's a lot of trade-offs, a lot been mulling it over, and the response you'll typically get from like ChatGPT and Claude is like, don't do this, like it'll hurt your reputational risk like more than it's worth.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, we have to make our own judgment calls. So ultimately I wanted to talk to Igor, clear some things up because I wasn't certain about some things. So besides that, in the contract, if you look at it, there's like a mint inflation function that it looks like the owner could call, um, and basically assign like 2 billion Bitter tokens to themselves every year. But actually, one of the devs from I think it's Doppler, which is like platform that they use to, I guess, author the contract or kind of mediate it, is responded and was like, yeah, that's like not possible because the address is a burn address. So unless someone secretly controls the key to the burn address, which would be like, I guess it's used all over in Ethereum, then yeah, most likely it's unlikely for that inflation to ever be possible to activate. So, which is what Igor was claiming, and I was like, I'm not sure. Like my codex says otherwise. But so it's good that there was some follow-on, and at least my understanding is now that at least that part seems to be um, like handled. So I think that gives me some more confidence on potentially engaging, but I have not claimed it yet. And yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna sleep on it a little bit, kind of see how I feel. But yeah, it's kind of fun. But I
It's
think
good.
what I do
Good
notice is like
research.
it can like consume my attention. It's like this shiny object that's like not at all like the core thing. And just like anything, as you keep saying, it's my weakness is I'll just like start like slicing in every direction. And
Shiny object syndrome.
yeah, and I did build like a little like on-chain like kind of analytics suite because I just wanted to learn and see. So maybe I'll like publish that or something later too. But for now, I think BitterClip is the one that's interesting. I think the one that's where there's really real relationships and people that I'm connected to that are giving me like a lot of like guidance and input on how to make it valuable to them. And I think that's the most exciting thing. So
Yeah.
still priority number one. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so I've just kind of been like um distracted with all that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you?
It was really cool. I don't know how long we hung out together earlier.
Yes, and we had a
Two
really
hours,
fun hack session this morning.
2 hours
Yes.
or something,
Yeah.
where we'll call it Project Potty because it's a friend of mine's company, porta potty company, and we were
Mhm.
just looking at porta potty software
Mhm.
out in the world and trying to think, how could you make this 10 times better?
Yeah. Design
And
concepting.
yeah, and it was really cool to see how you talk to the AI, talk to in our case, because we were using Claude to
The door.
prompt the creation of a harness, I guess.
Yeah.
Prompt the creation of like a database of knowledge and then layer that so that it's yeah, the top layer of things has points to the other resources and has like summaries at the top. And you created, what do we create? Like a core or what was it called? Bones.md.
Hmm.
So this is like and then we use the word status, that this is wet clay, and this is a conceptual spine of the platform sketched from first principles.
Hmm.
And names are provisional. We mold them as the whole space clarifies. A
Hmm.
noun chosen here may read differently once its neighbors exist. Not a database spec. The goal is the smallest set of well-named ideas that explain the entire operation. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it was fun. That's I was feeling like, okay,
Yeah.
Michael is wielding the force here. It's like it's like no, it's like how to be a dragon tamer or how to be an AI tamer, right?
It
There's
makes it more
like
approachable though, right? It's like, okay, like from these bones, everything else hangs off of there. Everything else
yeah,
is more or less incidental when you have a nice skeleton and that's really, yeah, it's magic. It's magic. It's like, gosh,
yeah,
I need to find the link to this talk. I think it's the best talk I've ever seen in my life, like by far on computer science. And it's at MIT. It's like from the 90s or 80s. And he talks about how he's like, okay, you guys all signed up for computer science. Like, great, fantastic. Um, Now, I know you think it's like science and it has to do with computers, but there's really nothing like scientific about it. It's more like an art. Matter of fact, it's more like magic. And he's like the science implies that there's like hard physical constraints, that these are sort of the primary things you're wrestling with. Like building a bridge, there's very
Hmm.
specific ways to build it because every other way, like the world is unforgiving. You know, the
Hmm.
laws of physics are unforgiving. And in computer, very, very rarely are like the laws of physics your constraint. Like, oh, this loop is too tight, or like you can't, like there's not enough compute for that. That's like almost never the constraint for most software. It's just like
Hmm.
your ability to conceptualize it and express it in words. And that's like even more true now. And it's just like it's kind of amazing that that talk like held up, and it's just like
Hmm.
keeps getting better. Um, and so yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm like hoping was hoping to like transfer to you, is that
Yep.
like yeah, if you can just understand like this, that there's like a object modeling space that's really the core of an application, and it's totally approachable. And in fact, if it's not approachable, something's wrong with your object model.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and that you should be able to talk to it with about it with anyone, and that the actual names, the nomenclature is like it's like they say there's only like a few hard things in programming, like names and I forget what the other ones are. But like names is
There's
like
a joke. It's like names and then like actually hard things. Is that
no,
the
no, 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 no. It's like the names is really, really hard. Like most programmers are like horrible at
yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
um yeah, sorry. We got
It
a
could
phone
be
call.
funny. It's like it's names and like I don't know. Uh some type of really difficult algorithm. So they sound like on the other ends of the spectrum, but they're both actually really difficult.
John, I might need to hop off in a second here.
Okay.
But yes, I'm very excited about Project Potty.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite words to throw out there in serious conversations, and especially I like to use it as potty trained. Like I like to saying, "Oh, people are potty trained to do X," when it's like a work habit or something. Like, "Oh, we're
Yeah.
potty trained to think software is like really expensive to produce or something."
Yep.
So, yeah,
That's good.
shout out to that. But yeah, sorry, I have
You
to
want to
run.
cut and then
Yeah.
we can come back to it later or not.
All right. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.